Hello guys, it's me Bikers. I want to tell you guys my story that I made based on the dreams that I've been having for the past 3 days. Here is everything the proof. I just sent it to my cousin, so I'm gonna read each one of them and let's go. Unfortunately, there's no slime ASMR. I don't want to do that. December 1, 2026. Tomorrow will be my 16th birthday. My family is sort of preparing, neighbors laughing, my classmates are still in school because I skipped school and went on to play Minecraft. Tomorrow might be crazy, as I said to myself. Then my mom came into my room and said, tomorrow there'll be lots of kids here, so be careful of your surroundings, be good, and stay silent. What do you mean by lots of kids, mom? I was curious to ask. Everyone we know, as she answered. I went on and took a good look at my living room. There are lots of ingredients for specific dishes, along with 3 bottles of beers stored in a refrigerator. Well, this is concerning. As I look at the beers, eyes worried, frowning face. I saw my family talking about the plans for tomorrow. Is it really that special? As I looked in my surroundings, stacked ingredients, long list of recipes, guest plans, and game plans. It was going late. The time is around 11:30 p.m., so I lay down to my bed, blankets on, and closed my eyes shut. December 2, 2026. I woke up today and it's now my birthday. Today might be an insane day of our lives. I went out of my bed, ate food, showered to get ready, and so does my family too. Grandma is cooking, mom is helping, grandpa is also helping, so I did help too. And when the time comes, it was a huge party at my small house. Lots of fun, laughters everywhere, that sound of cheers, people are eating. This is a great day. But then, while no one is looking, I snuck onto the fridge, grabbed a bottle of beer, and drank all of it in one standing. At first, nothing bad is happening to my brain and my body. Until then, about 5 minutes, I started getting nausea. I was full of hallucinations, my ears ringing from the noises. Bright red was seen in the corner of my eye. It was like having 5 stars revolving around your head. But even worse than that, no one seems to have noticed too. By the time my mom called me to go back to our new home, which is very surprising, I can stand barely earlier then. My vision started to blur as I walked through the exit. As I kept walking outside while it was raining and I was soaking wet, I was about to collapse in the flooded area. Until then, my grandpa, who seemed to have been standing outside, rushed in to grab my arm and called my mom and his wife too. They carried me all the way to the car. I barely kept my eyes open and it was hard to force it. Unfortunately, I fell asleep. I woke up in a Japanese looking home with lots of plushies standing on top of the bed frame. I looked around and I saw a plush standing beside me. It can move, it can talk. I asked the plushie where I was. He replied, you tragically fell asleep due to consuming more than the alcohol limit. Now you're in your vivid dream where nothing or everything is real. I was so flabbergasted and bamboozled on what I did and where I ended up on, but magically I, ma- I managed to wake myself in the real world. While I was dead asleep, they drove 22 kilometers away from the party, which ended after I was escorted out, or our old house to my new house with my mom. They laid me down in my bed, unaware of anything, still in that woody Japanese house, still in my dream. Suddenly, I woke up. The dogs. Okay. My mom was sitting beside me. She asked, are you okay? What happened? I was dizzy because of the loud sounds I wasn't supposed to hear. Replied with a light flash. Right? My goodness. Replied with a red light flashing. Indicates that I'm lying. She took care of me for the next 30 minutes. Then she let me play with my neighbor. Now, the neighbor is also a teenage boy who's running a shop business with his parents. We went on a bike together, drove all the way to the end of the town. Suddenly, I got finished for him. Well, that's because I'm, you know, and he happens to have two. So we flirted on each other for an hour, not aware that the sun is about to set and night would start its usual day. I got to go, see ya. I said to him, see you too, he replied. I saw him went back to his house, and I lost track of my house because I haven't memorized the entrance yet. It happened to have me skipping it 6 times before I finally realized. I went in, and it was seriously eerie, dead silent, very creepy. The lights are still on, the dinner table is still untouched. The environment suddenly fell off, and I was frozen still, trembling. I went on to be brave and looked out where my mom is. I searched everywhere, every room, and nothing. Until I found her in the bedroom. Doors open. She was probably checking herself in the mirror. She saw me and said, "You went out of him. You went out with him again, isn't it?" I was scared, thinking she's angry at what I'm personally am, and about that boy. Where's that one? I'm an honest person, so I answered yes. She didn't answer, so I went to sleep. I woke up in an endless hall of white room. Behind me are tons of people, standing still. There's a sign that has the rules. If all the lights went out, as in turned into black room, you need to cover your eyes because all the people in this room will turn into killers who ended their lives or will end their lives. If you look at them, you will get killed by the same killer. At first, it sounded ridiculous, hard to believe, but then the lights went out. I saw one person in the corner of my eye turned into a bloody serial killer. Luckily, I have fast reflexes, and I covered my eyes immediately. After a while, I heard a lever turn on. The lights are back. I went on a journey to observe people. Suddenly, I saw myself. Cosmic latte colored, with brown collar jacket, beige pants, everything, everything that I wear is my favorite color. Every single of my favorite outfits. I was speechless, but I was born smart. I would stay up, not flinch at the lights turning off. I would observe everything so I can avoid it. I know this because it will happen in the future, obviously. And these shoes that I'm gonna wear, it's brand new. Oh, the lights went off. I slowly looked up the killer, and I freaked out. I didn't know what to do. I could have taken my ass off from the killer. How could this person have done to me? I woke up from the nightmare, scared and uneasy. But why that specific person? But I quickly moved on because I usually move on. Bro, the dogs. I grabbed my phone to check my messages. Opened my Wi-Fi and nothing. Huh, must be a glitch. While I was confused on my Wi-Fi, I realized I don't feel the wind from my electric fan. I turned it back on, nothing. Oh, there's no electricity. As I realized. Oh, there's no electricity. As I realized. Fuck, why this day? Silence follows on after I screamed. I don't know what to do. But why really that specific person? I know I moved on, but now I'm overthinking it. The blood dripping down my chest. The knife drops down with a sound of death. That person backs up away. I can't imagine it. Why does it have to be my favorite outfit? Why does it have to be me? What's the reason? I must find what's wrong. I must find some kind of evidence or plans. I must solve them, avoid them at all costs. This is bad. I'm not complaining anymore about how hot it is in my country. I'm now solving a problem that might not exist. So that's pretty much it. It's an unfinished story because I haven't gotten any dream yet. Like yesterday night, I don't remember anything, or I don't see a hint of dream. I, I didn't dream. So maybe this day I will dream something might happen. But I'm gonna show you the Easter eggs. This thing right here. I woke up from my nightmare scared and uneasy. And I said, oh, there's no electricity, as I realized. You see how green the text is? That means that happened in real life. Yeah, the electricity went out as I woke up. S- There's still no electricity, oh my gosh. 3 bottles of beer, I said. There. 3 bottles of beer. It is actually real. But I'm not gonna drink it. Nope. That favorite outfit of mine is actually my favorite. Beige color with uh, brown and then some cosmic latte too. Oh my gosh, the dog! Or you can just check it in my profile. There's some subtle hints. That is my Roblox character, and I'm cosplaying it in real life. Because I like the clothes. I don't have the hat though. Oh my gosh, the dog! What else? December 2 is my birthday. I am gay, and that small house of mine, I'm actually living in that right now. That big house, that is my dream house for the dogs. This was probably me like trying to go to the exit. And do you wanna know the last Easter egg? That that boy who bikes with me, who flirted with me, is my ex-boyfriend. So I'll see you guys. When I get my dream, I'll continue my story. Goodbye.